What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Acura Audio Garage. This video is unedited, so you're getting the full video, so any mistakes, whatever I make, it's going to be all in here. So two things I want to tell you real quick. This video is going to be about how to install an aftermarket radio in your Acura TL 2009 to 2014 or your fourth generation Acura TL. This can cover cars with nav, without nav. The other thing is, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. I live stream every Sunday night, usually around 10 to 2 a.m. Eastern time. So if you have questions, you want live advice, check out the live streams. All right, let's jump into it. So the first thing is, a lot of people seem to think that if you are installing an aftermarket radio in your Acura TL 09 to 14, that it's not possible, or you're going to lose features, or things are going to stop working, you're going to have to cut wires, etc. That is in the past. This solution has been around for like 2 years now, but we never had a good video covering this. We had a small video showing the demonstration, and I don't think we have a video on a base model, but I don't know. In the last week or so, I've gotten a lot of requests for this information, so I thought I'd put it in one concise video, send it to all these people, answer all those questions. So first answer is, can you replace your factory radio in your base model? Yes, you get to keep all your speakers except your center channel. You'll keep your sub and your rear speakers. No wiretapping, no wire cutting. We'll cover that in a second. If you have a tech package, can you replace the factory radio with an aftermarket radio? Yes, but you will lose the navigation. The top screen you'll need to swap out. There's a few steps. We have a video on that as well. Now, the other thing is, a lot of people watch these videos but aren't sure where to get the parts or get further information. There are going to be links down in the description. So I'm going to show you how to reach the description in a YouTube video. Right where the title is, you hit more info. It shows you the rest of the description. There will be a bunch of links. First comment from us, Acura Audio Garage, will also say, will be pinned, and will also be all of the information. And that's for your benefit, because a lot of things, for some reason, this very weird thing happens where people go on YouTube, they see the video, then they message us on Instagram for the information that's in the video. And I think they're just not watching the video, or they're not sure how to use YouTube, so then they're losing out on the rest of the information that they need. So check the comments, check the description, it'll all be there. Your last hope would be our website, mobilemaxcaraudio.com, or Acura Audio Garage. They both take you to the same place. All right, let's jump into, actually, right before we jump into that, the other thing we're getting questions about is, I want CarPlay on the factory screen. So this is for your tech package. 09 to 14 tech package means you have factory navigation. It means you have the factory backup camera. You want to add factory, you want to keep the system factory, you want to add CarPlay. There are 3 devices I know of. Grom Audio V-Line. So Grom Audio, Grom Audio. That's a company that you can reach out to, ask them for their V-Line device. I've heard mixed reviews, good and bad stuff. That's up to you. Check the Facebook forums, the Facebook groups. You're going to get immediate feedback from people who have it. Number 2, there's a NavTool piece. NavTool is another company. I think they're based in New York. They'll make that piece available to you. I haven't heard much feedback on them. That's going to be on you. Then the third piece is from AliExpress. I forget the name. Z-Auto or Z-Auto or something like that. There are very few people who have tried it, but from the few people who have tried it, they have had mixed experiences. Some people are dealing with steering wheel controls not working, backup camera things not switching out when they're supposed to. I have not personally installed any of these devices myself, so I can't give you first-hand knowledge experience. You have to talk to these people. What sucks is they're a little less technical. I'm talking about like just an average person who bought it and installed it, so they might not know all the little caveats. You can talk to the people who sell it. I don't know how good their documentation is or isn't, but those are options that are available. People have asked. There's also a third option. So traditional aftermarket radio, CarPlay interface. There is a screen that replaces the factory navigation screen. I've seen it on AliExpress. I have not bought it. I have no experience with it. I'm going to show it to you. I'll leave a link for it. That is everything. If you have Bluetooth issues, there's this other thing where Bluetooth does not connect. Bluetooth gives you a problem with streaming. It's super annoying. Grom Audio, the same company that I talked about earlier in the beginning for the V-Line, has a Bluetooth piece that does calling and streaming that hooks up through the XM port. So if you have Bluetooth issues, you can check out that piece as well. That'll plug in through the XM. It'll give you Bluetooth streaming again. You'll get a little bit of better quality in the factory Bluetooth, but you won't be dealing with that disconnecting stuff. So that's a solution to your Bluetooth problem. But I know I've been talking a lot. There's a lot of information in this, so you're going to want to rewatch and watch the sections that are most prevalent to you. But now let's jump into the base model real quick. So I'm going to switch my screen I'm going to show you my computer. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about real quick. Just give me a second because this is all live. So not connected to the internet. What in the world? This cable gets switched up. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Remember, no edits in this video, so enjoy that little break. I am gonna get this picture pulled up. I have internet now. That was so silly. Oh, hold on, other stuff kicked on now. Let me close that, close that, close that. Okay. This is a base model? Yes, okay. Sorry guys, 1 second. I'm just pulling up the stuff. Again, this is all live. It's the 1 and 2. It's about to be 1 in the morning. I'm just trying to do this because I know people need this information and we get a ton of questions about it. And there is no real good video for this right now. Wow, this thing sucks. There's no way that this is this slow. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm gonna open this image in a new tab so I have it ready. Yeah, but they just give me the tiniest images. I'm sorry guys, just bear with me real quick. Bro, what is with everyone gatekeeping images, bro? Like, these images aren't gold. I'm not gonna steal your image and claim it's mine. Okay. Jeez, man. It took forever to find that. Sorry, guys. I'm almost there to what I want to show you. It's just a matter of... Okay. Alright, so now let me switch back to the computer and me, so you should see the computer now. So this is a tech package. The tech package has the factory navigation screen, as you see up here, and then it has this screen here that shows your temperature and some audio information. This is a tech package. That means you have navigation. This right here is the harder one to upgrade. We'll talk about this in a second. We're going to cover the base model. This is what the base model looks like next. I'm going to show you that now. So here's the base model. The base model does not have navigation, so it has what is called a monochrome screen. It shows you the time, the audio information, and the temperature. It also has no screen here. It is just buttons. The thing that is different... Let me go back to just me real quick. Something that is different here, obviously the radios are different. The vents are different. So the actual vents, I'm going to go back to the computer. These actual vents right here where the passenger switch goes is different between here and here. I know they kind of look similar, but they are different, and that's going to be important if you have a tech package, but more on that later. So now, let me jump to 2009 Acura TL factory radio. That's a tech package, that's a tech package, that's a tech pack. This is a that's a tech package, this is a base model radio. Actually, the other ones are base models too, but. Okay, so let me open this big. You're on computer with me. Alright, so this is the base model radio. This is what it looks like when you remove it. These are the plugs on the back. You can see there's very few plugs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you want to replace this radio, normally in the past, in the past you have been told, oh, if you replace the radio, you're going to lose the rear speakers. That's because this harness, which is the primary power harness on the back of the radio, has 4 speaker leads normally. So this is our own harness, but Metro sells the 1729, which is similar to this. That has front left, front right, rear left, rear right RCAs. But in the TL, the rear left and rear right aren't here. They're moved to a different harness, which is this one. This harness has your rear left and rear right, and it has your sub and your center. So I'm going to go back to the computer real quick. On the back of the computer, you have your antenna, which is right here. Hold on, you can't see me anymore, so let me go computer me. So you have your antennas right here. I know I'm real little. I'll show it to you in a second. Then you also have this white connector that's not going to be used. Then you have this additional connector, which is where my mouse is over right now. That's your other speakers. And then you have the primary power and speakers, steering wheel control, etc. So you're not going to end up using this connection here and this connection here. These two right here you don't use. You only connect to here, and to here. And this installation is very simple. It is very plug and play. We have a plug and play harness, or what you see in front of me is the DIY combo, and that's these 3 harnesses here. So primary power harness with the correct wires, and then your steering wheel control wires are here as well, which gray black is steering wheel control ground, and gray is steering wheel control input. So gray black's up here. This is going to go to black, and then gray goes to your steering wheel control interface, or if you have an Android radio, it goes to the Android radio key 1 wire. Then you have RCAs to connect. You're going to end up with 6 RCAs. And this is the only tricky thing about the base model. Let me get these out of here so we have the right amount of RCAs. Alright, so, oh, hold on, I didn't unpin these correctly. Just bear with me, guys. Alright, cool. So those are out. So now I'm going to go to the desk. So on your base model, you end up with front left, front right. Then you have rear left, rear right, right? So there's your 4 traditional RCAs. Then you have sub and center. This car only has 1 subwoofer. The subwoofer is on the rear deck. I'm going to show you the diagrams of the audio components next, but back to the radio. So you have sub and center. Your aftermarket radio does not have sub and center. It's going to have front left, front right, rear right, sub. This is a camera port. I can look at other radios, but none of them, only very specific Android radios, have a center out. So you end up losing the center speaker because there's nothing to connect this to. You have the connection, there's nothing to connect it to. So what you do with this when you're doing your install is you just tape it off if you don't have a additional center channel, which most of you are not. You can use an RCA Y splitter, bridge front left and front right, and give this signal. I'm not going to show you that in this video. I don't want it to be more confusing than it has to be. I'll cover that in a different video, maybe in a live stream. So in the way this is going to end up hooking up once you make this a complete harness is it's going to look something like this. This is our plug and play harness. Let me show it to you on the desk. This is for our base model still. So you have the 3 connectors we talked about, the plug for the radio. All of your RCAs are here that we just talked about. And then the last thing that's added to this is the steering wheel control interface, the AXWC. This is pre-wired, so all you do is plug it in and you're able to use your steering wheel controls. This is for Kenwood radio, so it's connected, but I'm going to pretend that it's for this Sony radio. I'm going to hook it up how you would with for a Sony. So normally this would plug in here. Again, this isn't for this radio, but normally this black connector by itself plugs in here. That gives the radio power, accessory, everything it needs to turn on and off, but it gives the radio no audio, or you get no audio from the radio. So then you hook up your RCAs. Remember, they're by color and label, so front left, front right, rear left, rear right, and then sub. On the Sonys it's black. This is the center RCA. This does not get hooked up. That then completes the connections for the radio. Remember, this is going to go here. Then you're left with these 3 connections for the car. And that's how simple this harness is for your base model. It just plugs right in. You get to keep your steering wheel controls, volume up, volume down, previous, next, and mode. You have call control buttons that can be retained with additional wiretapping. It requires running wires to the HFL and manual programming your steering wheel control interface. Then all your speakers, including your subwoofer, are going to work except for the center channel. So steering wheel controls work, your sub works. That's always an important thing. The climate control information, so base model, is still going to show up there. All you're losing is the factory screen. In order to mount the new radio in the factory location, you're going to use this dash kit. This is the 997808B from Metra. They're the only ones who currently make a dash kit for the Acura TL. So base model, easy upgrade. We have the harnesses. We have the DIY combo or the plug-and-play harness. We have a complete package. Let me just show you that because it's easier than me talking. So you're going to go to mobilemaxcaraudio.com. You're going to go shop TL. Here's the DIY combo. It's $40. And then here's what everything connects to. If you need actual printable instructions, you can find them right here. This is what everything connects to. Then if we go back, this is the plug and play harness. This is available for cars with navigation or without navigation. And these are the brands that we currently support. We might support other brands. I do recommend reading all this information here so that you can get better acquainted with what's available for your the little caveats to the installation. So that's going to cover the harness for your base model. The last thing I promised to show you was the audio component location. So let me look that up real quick. Now this is important because a lot of people have questions about which speakers you keep, you don't keep, which speakers are what. So I want to walk you through that real quick so that you understand and it's clear visual for you. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So let me go computer and me, and then let me pull this up. 2009 Acura TL factory speakers. Usually there's someone always on eBay selling a full set, like I said, and you can find them. And here they are. Let me open this up. So I can tell you off the bat that this is for a tech package. They're going to say ELS on the back, and the reason why is when you have a tech package, it is ELS. When you have a base model, I think they don't even say anything if I remember correctly. But the way the speakers line up is in the front. You have, you take off the door panel, you have a 6.5. We have the bracket to replace it. This is what it looks like. Let me get a better picture of a 6.5 of the front. This is what they look like, the 6.5s. Then you have 2 tweeters in the A pillars. Oh, sorry, your center dash speaker, which is a 3.5. So it's going to look like one of these. It's right here. He left it on the grill. Then you unscrew it. Then you have the tweeters on the A pillars. Then we have the rear deck speakers, which are 6.5s. The rear door speakers. So this is where people are. I'm going to lose people. Base model, you have front door speakers, tweeters on your A pillars, center speaker. No speakers on the rear doors. They're 3.5s, but you don't have them. rear deck, you have 6.5s and one subwoofer. So you have a total of 6 speakers, all ran by the factory amp. When you change the radio, you get to keep 5 of them. You lose the center. That's on a base model. All 6.5s. We have the spacer, the harnesses, everything. Replace your speakers if you want to go there. You have a tech package. You then add 3.5s in the rear doors, and those look like this. Sorry, I'm cycling through the wrong things. That's it right there. So that's 2 screws when you get the door panel off. Now the other thing that is super important is that there are different impedances for different speakers depending on the audio package you have. And I'm going to show you that real quick here. On the rear deck, this is going to be the best example, but this is throughout the whole car. I'm just trying to make it bigger for you. Let me go to computer. So here, if I scroll down, with navigation, there should be a 2 ohm impedance. Without navigation, there should be a 4 ohm impedance. That's for the rear deck. If I scroll up for the tweeter, the same thing is going to apply. If it's a tech package, it's going to be 6 ohms. If it's a base model, it's going to be 4 ohms. See, it should be about 6 ohms. Then for the front door woofer, the same difference. With navigation, there should be 2 ohm. Without navigation, there should be 4 ohm. And that's super important when you're replacing speakers, but that's just additional knowledge that I know people ask when they're replacing the radio. The last thing for the base model, you can bypass the amp and install an aftermarket radio. Simple to do that. We have the amp bypass it, but not necessary. Those amps don't really fail. I recommend keeping it in the loop. If you're installing aftermarket radio, make it easy, make it plug and play. Pick up our harness, save yourself the trouble. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck wiretapping. Metra, no other company has this product or has bothered to make it. We're the only ones. We specialize in Acura. All we do is work on Acuras. First generation TL, second generation TL, third generation TL, fourth generation TL. All covered. We have all. I want to say I probably have all the answers to all your technical questions for this car from the amount of research and time I have spent dedicated to this. This is what I do full time. It's not my side gig. It's not something I do on the weekends. This is what I do every day, 12, 14 hours a day. So with confidence, I can speak to you and tell you I'm telling you the truth and that these products work and that I probably know the answer to your question. I'm not trying to... I'm a very humble person. I'm not trying to brag in any way. It's just I've put in the time to be confident enough to say that to you. So now we're going to move on to the tech package. This is where a lot of people have questions, so I'm going to take a big little pause so I can jump people to this section to tell you this is tech package talk only. Alright, cool. That's enough of a pause. Alright, so tech package. I'm going to go back to the computer so we both agree what a tech package is. This is what a tech package looks like. Hold on. Where's the right image? Okay. Yep, okay. This is what a tech package looks like. You have... I had a better image before, didn't I? Yes, here we go. This is what a tech... Alright, guys, hold on. I'm going to start over. I know this is... I know this is dumb, but I'm going to start over. I know it's a live video. I'm not editing it. Just going to tap a little bit. Alright, this is where a tech package, we're talking just about the tech package now. We covered the base model. Tech package looks like this. You have the navigation screen up here, and you have your CD player and a little screen here. So, you want to change the radio on this. I'm going to tell you right now, if you go to your local audio shop, they're going to tell you it's not possible, you can't do it. That's going to be most of them. The second ones are going to tell you it's possible. We have to replace the entire system, install new speakers, new amps. They're going to try to get you for $3 grand, $5 grand, whatever it is. Then you're going to have a specialty shop that's going to tell you, oh, there's an Android screen available for this, or there's a CarPlay interface for this if you just want CarPlay. We talked about those earlier. Then eventually you're not going to give up and you're going to find this video. And props to you for your persistence and perseverance, man. I hope I give you the answers you're looking for. So the swap or the upgrade is possible. The easiest way to achieve this upgrade is what we're going to talk about first. You're essentially going to downgrade to a base model. So you're going to take your tech package, and you're going to make it look like a base model, which is going to look like this. You're going to swap the mono... Oh, hold on. You can't see what I'm seeing. Let me go back to the computer. So you're going to take your tech package. You're going to remove the navigation screen. That's coming out. You're going to put this screen in there instead. Then you're going to take these vents, take them out of there, and put these vents instead. That's super important. You change the screen and the vents only in this car. The install for a TSX 09 to 14 is extremely similar, but the vents don't have to be changed. On the TL, you have to change the screen and the vents. So that's step one, is performing that upgrade. Now, the reason why you have to do that is because the climate information, hold on, let me pull up the right images. Let me switch to the right thing. The climate information shows up on this little display here where it says evanescence. It's missing right now, but that's where your climate information normally shows up. You can go verify in your car, just hit the switches. That is coming out because that panel is where the dash kit is going to go. So that panel is coming out. This is going in its place. You now have no way to view your climate information. You can still control it, but you cannot view the blower speed, the blower direction, or the temperature. That's super important for a lot of people. I probably lost you. I'm not doing that. I don't want to lose that. That's why you have to swap the display. If you don't care about losing it, you don't have to swap the display. Now, the other thing, because you're removing that panel to put this dash kit, you're taking out the navigation brain. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let me go back to the computer. Let me look up 2009 Acura TL radio, let's say. So I showed you the base model on video earlier. Come on, eBay, don't do me like this. Show me the back of it, bro. Yo, I saw. Okay, look. This is like the worst pictures, but it is what it is. Here's the back of a navigation model. I'm gonna go back to the back of a base model. Oh, those are not this base model. Where is it? Do I still have it up? I had it up. Okay. Okay. So, base model. I know we're not talking about the base model, but I just want to share this with you. Base model has 5 plugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tech package. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 connectors back here. So when you unplug this thing and you remove it, you're going to lose your factory navigation. You're going to lose the factory USB, the factory aux, the factory HFL, factory XM. The good thing is your aftermarket radio is probably going to have all of those features, so it's not going to really be a big bother to you. Your factory radio, your new radio, aftermarket radio, will have a USB port. It will have the XM hookup. You need an additional tuner, but you can add XM if you wanted to. You can, it'll have Bluetooth calling, Bluetooth streaming. It'll, depending on the radio model, you'll have an aux port, etc. Like, you can recoup all those things, so it's not a big deal. The thing is that when you replace this radio, the factory amplifier and the factory radio talk to each other on a CAN bus. So when the radio is gone, you're not going to be able to get to full volume. That's a big problem. You want to enjoy your radio. You want to be able to put it as loud as you want. We fixed that a while ago. We have a video on it. It's going to include the necessity, or you're going to need, the ELS amplifier interface. The ELS amplifier interface is a little black box that hooks up to this knob, and this knob right here ends up being your master volume control. So this controls the volume of the amp. This is what's going to save you when you have a tech package. Your tech package has 10 connectors on the back. I showed it to you. I'm going to show it to you again. 10 connectors back here. I'm not kidding. There's 10 of them. When you install an aftermarket radio, hold on, I'm like opening links I don't need to. Okay. When you install an aftermarket radio, you're only going to use 3 of them. You're going to end up using this one, the antenna, which is a different antenna than this one, and the ELS connector, which is going to vary. It's going to be either 32 pins or 36 pins. Your Acura TL 09 to 11 is one sub-series, and then 12 to 14 is another sub-series. The connectors and the pinouts are different, so if you're looking to interchange stuff between years, it's not necessarily plug and play, because the screen connectors change and the connectors behind the radio change, and some of the way things are implemented change. So keep that in mind. But we have all that figured out. You don't have to worry about that. So if you want to change the radio in your tech package, there was the two things. You have to figure out if the climate information is important to you, if you want to keep it or not. You're going to have to swap the display and the vents. Then, if you want to keep the factory amplifier, you use the factory amplifier, then you want the ELS amplifier interface with the knob. The way that works is it sends audio left and right to the amp, so front left, front right. The amp then up mixes that audio to play on every single speaker, so you get to keep your center, your doors, your rear deck, and your sub, and your tweeters, of course. The only downside to that is that you have no control of the equalizer built into the amp of the factory amp is what I'm talking about. So whatever sound profile the factory amp has is what you're going to have. You can't really change how low the front speakers will play or how high they'll play or how low your subwoofer. It's going to be on par with the factory system. It's going to be a little bit louder than the factory system when you have this on max and you have your radio close to max. That's the two important things. The last thing is your backup camera. Now, you may or may not care about your backup camera, but because that top display, remember, you're converting back to a base model. So your top display isn't going to be this big screen anymore. It's going to be this one, and there's no way to show a camera on that. So because you can't see the camera up there anymore, an additional harness is required to keep your backup camera, and it has to be rerouted to your new aftermarket radio. So those are the three big things for your tech package. If you want a plug-and-play installation and you want to keep all your speakers, the ELS amplifier is a must. If you don't care about keeping all your speakers, then you can bypass the amp. You can't bypass the amp with the factory radio. You can only do it with an aftermarket radio. So aftermarket radio can feed your speakers, but your speakers are 2 ohms, so at louder volumes it might overheat your radio, so you might want to change out your speakers. Also, your 4... Let me stop rambling. I'll cover that in a different video. I'm going with the plug-and-play setup right now because I'm trying to make it as simple and understandable to you as possible. So let's reset. Ignore what I said after I talked about the volume control. So resetting real quick. You want a plug-and-play installation. You want to install an aftermarket radio in your ELS-equipped, navigation-equipped TL. You're going to downgrade your display. You're going to change the vents. You're going to pick up the ELS amplifier interface. You're going to tell us which radio you're installing. Everything will be plug-and-play. It is going to add up. Those vents you have to get from the dealer or the junkyard. The screen you have to get from the dealer or the junkyard. They can vary in price. I would say budget $100 for each one, so it goes $200. Plug-and-play harness with the ELS is $150. The dash kit is $50. Just on accessories alone, $100, $200, $400. So if you're not ready to spend that, I totally understand, and it's not a necessity. You don't have to do it, but just be prepared that your car has advanced stuff that in order to interface with, you need to buy additional components. It just is what it is. So again, for your tech package, possible, a little bit more complex. We have figured out for you. It is plug and play, but there are more steps to it. The other thing I didn't cover is for your steering wheel controls. I know that's super important for people. You will keep your steering wheel controls volume up, volume down, previous, next, and mode. If you want to keep your call buttons and your navigation control buttons, additional wire tapping is needed, and you will have to manually program steering wheel controls, volume up, volume down, previous, next, and mode, auto program. Steering wheel, backup camera. I think that's all the information. I'm going to show you what that kit looks like on our website real quick. I'm going to put everything in the cart for you so you can see. I'm going to take you shopping for the tech package real quick. So let me go to Computer and Me. Let me go to our website. Shop. We're going to go Harnesses. We're going to go Plug and Play. We're going to go Wired Radio Installation Kits. We're going to scroll down to Acura TL. Then we're going to choose a 2012. It has navigation, so it has the ELS system. We're going to do a Pioneer because that's the most popular. You'd see it's $279. I'm going to add that to my cart. And now I need 2 more things. I need the climate control. I'm just going to type in climate. So the climate conversion harness. This is to change out the screens for a TL. Then we need the backup camera harness. So I'm going to hit camera. I'm going to come down. Here it is. And then I'm going to choose for a TL 2012. So there are the 3 harnesses that I need. The last thing I need to do is I need to go to eBay, and on our store, hold on, where did our store go? Okay. So here, if you come to the climate control harness and you scroll down, you'll see that we give you the part numbers to look for. So this is for the display screen. This is the part number. There's one, there's one, there's one. Here we go, 80 bucks, 94, 95. I'm gonna say 95 is good. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna add that to my cart. I don't need that. Then I'm gonna grab the vents. And then I'm gonna add that to my cart. And then I'm gonna take, I'm just gonna grab a radio. I'm gonna go DMH 1500 NEX. This is a used radio, but whatever, it has CarPlay, Android Auto. I'm gonna add that to my cart. I'm doing this so I can get you a full total on what you can be expecting to spend. So this cart is 304. This cart is going to be 389. So 304 plus 389 comes to 700 bucks. So that's what you should be prepared to spend if you have a tech package, around $700 to perform this upgrade, and that's just the hard truth. And if you don't want to, the CarPlay interfaces are around $500, so you might want to look at those. This will get you better sound, more features, and the ability to add aftermarket amps for subs or whatever you want to do. That was on the tech package. Let's go on a base model real quick, see what our damage is. On a base model, you can just pick up everything from us, so I'm going to show you that real quick. So let me go here, shop radios. I'm going to grab the most popular one right now, which is this Kenwood. I'm going to say that I have a TL 2009-14. It does not have navigation. This is a quick summary on what you lose or keep. And then I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. So if you don't have navigation, then you can get everything from us, including a radio. And this is the DMX 4710. Here's your final price out the door, would be $479 with everything, dash kit, plug and play harness, everything you need to install it. So plug and play harness, the dash kit, the steering wheel controller, which is right here, everything in one package, obviously, and then the radio. Everything in one package. Provide support. You can call us. We'll walk you through the install. This assembly of the TL is actually pretty simple. We have a video on that. Installation on a base model is like no-brainer. If you want to change your radio on your base model, just do it. It's super simple and easy, and the upgrade's so worth it. If you have a tech package, you really got to think about it. So last thing for you tech package guys, I'm going to show you those other websites. So I'm going to go Computer and Me, go to gromaudio.com, and then we'll go to V-Line for Android and Acura. Put in our car. We have an Acura 2012. We have a TL with, oh no, TL nav. So here's the V line. Here's your price. You're gonna deal with them with this. There's videos online about the V line. Then you have nav tool. And you're gonna put in, I really don't like their website. It's just so much going on and it's crazy. I don't know who their designer is or why they think this is okay, but it is what it is. So you're gonna scroll down to Acura TL. See, look, this isn't even letting me use the site, all those questions. And then we're gonna click, remember, it's 2 years, 9 to 11, 12 to 14, but it's 2012. And here is the CarPlay with enter, yep, right here, here we go. And there's this $5.99. I don't like that they don't really have pictures of what it is, but there's a bunch of info here. I would reach out to them before ordering. Then, I don't know if you saw it or not, but when we actually looked up Nav Tool, we got an ad for AliExpress for, what happened to my ads? Hold on one second, there we go. For the Z, what is this company called? Z2 Auto, whatever it is. This is for MDX. Hold on, the right one will come up. Where's the seller? Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm just gonna do Acura TL CarPlay. 2009 Acura TL CarPlay. This is on AliExpress. There it is, the CarPlay box. Is this for a TL? Well, let me choose TL. Acura RLX, TLX, ILX, MDX, Honda Odyssey, Acura RDX, RLX, TLX, ILX, MDX, Honda Odyssey. They have a listing for the TL. I just gotta find it for you. But that's the company. It's that blue box. There are these Android screens as well. I didn't cover them. You can find, I think there's a video on YouTube already. Come on. Where's the box, bro? Where's the box? Here we go. So here it is. 28 pin, 32 pin, or 36 pin. If you have a 2009 to 2011, you have a 32 pin. If you have a 2012 to 14, you have a 36 pin. That's super important. You're not sure, they will confirm for you, or you can count your screen. There's one more thing I want to show you before I end the video. That is a actual replacement screen for the navigation screen. It is super rare that it will come up, but it has come up for me in the past. I actually have it saved in my account for this reason. So hold on, let me go back to just me. This for you guys, man. I don't have to, no offense, but I don't have to do this. This like doesn't make me any money. It's not benefiting the business in any way. This is so that you guys have the information you're looking for, because I always like to be a resource first and then a shop second. I like to learn, and this is what I like to do. So enough of that chit chatting. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So on my wish list, I had to save it because it kept disappearing. It was pissing me off. It's not even here anymore. Ah, they took it down. You MFers, man. I have a screenshot on my phone of it. Alright, bear with me, guys. Bear with me, because this is another question I get a lot. Is there a screen for the TL? Is there a screen for the TL? You have a screen for the TSX. Do you have one for the TL? Currently, we do not. But one exists. I just need to find it for you. Where's the screenshots? Screenshots. I had to screenshot it because it kept disappearing from me. Here we go. I'm not crazy, man. It's AS. Yeah, 9-inch Android 10 CarPlay. All right, I'm gonna type this in word for word. 9-inch Android 10 car radio player for Acura TL 2009, 2013. Hopefully it just comes up. I don't know why AliExpress likes to hide this one. It shows me all the other ones all the time, but this one, it always likes to hide it. Come on, don't do this to me, AliExpress. Here we go, here we go. Ah, that's not it, man. That's not it. I literally have it on my phone, like... Oh, hold on, my phone's like dumbass. Look, you can clearly see. Hold on, let it focus up. You see that? It says it, Acura TL out there. I'm not lying to you. This is a screenshot. I need to find it on my computer. Let me look up the company. The company's called SVEGEN. Okay, I found one of their products. Now I need to search their store. Just give me 1 second. I don't remember exactly how to do that. Searching store, Acura TL. I have way too many tabs open. Let's start closing some. Now they only list one. Of course, bro. Of course. Yep, only one. Telling you, man, it's like super hard for it to come up, but it exists. It is out there. It was on Cyber Monday by Vending Car Multimedia. This isn't them. So hold on, maybe I get a different result. You just gotta bear with me, YouTube. This is the... Okay, let's see. Is this the same store name now? Come on, bro. No, it says official store. What did this say? This said Car Multimedia. Alright, what if I just type in their name and then Acura? No. I don't know if they sold out or was this, man, but it existed. It existed. They said they sold 123 of them. And that looks like the right display. They're super expensive, though. Alright, let me do a complete search for the name. Probably retention on this video is trash right now, but you gotta bear with me here. Someone timestamp when I find it so people don't have to watch nothing or me struggle. But I promise you I'm gonna find it. Damn, so I'm not gonna find it, bro. Really gonna make me a liar, bro? Yeah, man. They're gonna make me a liar. They only have the big screen. Alright, I gotta redeem myself. So I'm gonna upload this picture to Google Photos real quick. Share. I have Facebook. I can send this on Facebook. Hold on 1 sec, guys. Messenger. Send it to my wife. She's probably like, what the hell is that? What the hell is even that? I'm not logged into my Facebook. Are you kidding me? I've literally gone on Facebook on stream before. Yes, I know my password. Let me in my account. Is this really you? Are you sure that's your password? Oh my god, bro. I can upload it to Polanco. Okay. Let me do that. Share. Upload to Google Photos. I can only upload to this account. Is that account here? It is not. Ah, man. This is really frustrating. Oh, I can go. Hold on. Let's go. I can do it this way. Okay. There's always a way, bro. There's always a way. Drive. I literally just uploaded it. It's not going to show up. Here we go. Let me open this. And let me download this. Can I just open it in a new tab? Can you see this if I pull it up? Computer me? Yeah, okay. So here it is, guys. I wasn't lying. This is my screenshot. This was from Cyber Monday. And you could see that it was supposed to fit a TL. That's the shape of the TL screen. And it was super expensive. And you could see right here, it says what it's for. Here's the store name. I screenshotted it. I was gonna save it. I didn't save it. I should have. What time was this? 12:53 in the morning, baby. Because that's what I do. I stay up and I look at stuff that I'm not even gonna buy for the community. But please timestamp that when I actually uploaded that shot. So if you're watching this video, you don't have to jump around. I'm just gonna upload it as is because if I have to edit it, it's not gonna come out for a while. I am super busy doing other things that filming YouTube videos has kind of fallen wayside. So I live stream a lot, live streaming on Sunday nights, also throughout the week. If you're looking to find a live stream, then you want to make sure you're subscribed. I don't know how long this video went out for, but I hope this video gave you all the information you're looking for. And if you have an Acura TL, I'm sending this to you soon, if not now, so make sure you watch it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you turn on your notifications because with the live streams, you don't know when I'm going to live stream. Sunday nights guaranteed, but throughout the week it happens as well.